Well, I felt a little bit nostalgic today, so I looked through the Ninja Kiwi archive, and then I remember this game called Bloons Supermonkey, which used to be my absolute favorite Bloons game back in when I was 6 years old, and I had a lot of fun playing it, even though I would always die at the third stage. But yeah, today I decided that, you know what, let's have some fun. Let's go ahead and play some old Bloons games. So we're going to start by playing Bloons Supermonkey today, and well, let's see if I remember how to play this game. Stage 1, Wave 1, oh my god. Yeah, I remember how slow this game used to run, and it's still running very slowly just for the fact that this is a flash game. And it is not optimized to run on different screen sizes. Like, I could always minimize the screen size, but then yeah, the graphics won't be that good. So either way, you guys are gonna have to deal with this. And I swear it's not my computer that's slow. It's because it's a flash game. Come on, guys. It's a flash game. It's going to be slow. Oh my god. The block system is so different from Bloons Supermonkey 2. Where in Bloons Supermonkey 2 you get blobs as long as you pop a layer of bloon. Not in Bloons Supermonkey 1, you only get blobs when you finish popping the red layer of the bloon, which is interesting to say the least. And we can now offer our first upgrade, a boomer, which costs $200. And yeah, it's not exactly the best upgrade, but the reason why we get the boomer is because it deals more DPS, and you still need to hit the target pops if you want to complete all 5 stages of the game. And we managed to unlock silver. Can we get gold in this game, or rather in this stage? And the answer is yes. Honestly, I'm surprised because I don't usually get gold unless it's the 4th or 5th stage. So okay, I'm surprised after not playing this game for like don't know how many years since Flash was retired, I managed to get gold on my first try after this long. Now with this, we can also purchase a new upgrade, and that is faster darts. And then I would love to sell for twin darts. Down movement would be nice, but I think twin darts is the better upgrade path to go for. So with that, let's head on to the next wave. And the darts are ever so slightly faster, like it's not too obvious. And I remember the first stage of wave 2 is always this bloon. It's always this pattern. I always used to thought that's the best placement for Supermonkey, is in the middle of everything, but I realized that that's not the best placement. This is because of the darts that are going up, well, in straight line, let's just say. Ooh, and here comes the 3 blocks part where the blues just move in the 8 snake pattern. I don't know, but I know they just move in the 8 shape, and then there's going to be a second bunch of blues that moves in the 8 shape that's going to come up to our right relatively soon, or on our left. I know this bit is RNG in terms of where the next bunch of blues are going to spawn, so this is fun. And here comes the big giant green circle. That's actually, I don't even know why that's a thing. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the Bloons Supermonkeys, this applies to number 2 as well, but a lot of the blues that comes out in Bloons Supermonkey, the formations that you think, it's a little bit weird. It's quite funny as well, but it is what it is. But I think we should be on track to get gold, I think, because if I'm not wrong, this thing lasts for about 5 rounds. So we've done this the 4th time already, so if we're lucky, we might be able to get gold. Ooh, okay, quite close to gold, but still pretty good regardless. But then we are almost able to afford twin darts, and the next wave should probably give us a lot of blobs in order to get it. Why did I say that? Because the first wave, the first part of this wave is red, then blue, then green bloons, all staggered like this. So in theory, I should be able to get it by the time I reach the blue bloons area, which should be pretty good for me, because once I get there, I should be able to pop the green bloons with ease. And voila, we can get it right before the green wave comes. And the next thing that we can get is quad darts, which costs $6,000. But I think I'm going to spend a bit of money on a double boomerang instead. So let's save up for that, and in the meantime, let's pop more bloons. And now here we have this very weird S looking formation thing that marks the end of this wave and in effect the stage. I'm not sure whether we can hit gold this time. Actually might be possible. We shall see. Ooh, quite close to hitting gold, but still pretty good regardless. And we have 1000 blocks to carry over to the next stage. Also, I love how there's this bug that says wave 4, even though there's only 3 waves each stage. And this is my favorite music in the entire game. And this is my least favorite part of this stage, because these balloons are so, well, frantic. Let's put it that way. So not to mention, it feels like it should be possible to pop all the balloons, but it's not that easy. It's not as easy as you think. Now this is my favorite part, because not only does it give us a lot of pops, it also gives us a lot of blobs. Yes, that is a rhyme, an accidental rhyme at that, but still, this is my favorite part of the stage. And not only that, later on, in the second half, where the red balloons will come up from the other direction, that's when you get a lot of blobs. I mean, look at this madness. Look, it's a lot of blobs, and I don't even need to move my Super Monkey that much just to collect the blobs. For the first time, I managed to get gold on this stage. I'm serious, I don't think I've ever gotten a gold on this stage before, so that's relatively impressive. Might have to do with the fact that now that I've played Bloons T6 a lot, and it's a semi-professional Bloons player, now at least I know how to do things better. Or maybe it's just because I'm grown up and I'm not a kid anymore who can't think. Anyway, we should be able to afford quad darts in the next stage, which is very important for Wave 3. And speaking of Wave 2, look what comes out. It's the same thing. The green balloons right here. So this stage is just a repeat of the first stage in the same wave, except that now it's just what, green balloons instead of red. Meaning that, yeah, you get more pops, but at what cost? Less blobs. That's what. But speaking of blobs, you actually, why is this so clustered up together? I don't think I've ever seen an instance where it's also clustered up together. But never mind that, we can now get quad darts. Only a really super duper super monkey can throw 4 darts at once. And its next upgrade, the extra speed. Throw 4 darts with faster throw weight. Grammar aside, this is a very important upgrade which we should be able to get in the middle of the next wave. So let's just complete this wave first. And man, look at that. It looks very similar to the Bloons Supermonkey to the Plasma Monkey upgrade, in case you guys didn't realize. So yeah, this is very fun to play. This once you get this tower, this upgrade, you should be able to, you know, beat almost any stage, or rather beat the rest of the game easily. And this is the exact same parts. It's now, except now instead of green circles, it's a pink circle, and there's going to be 2 of them. So hurry, I guess. Also, the round is not going to end unless you you know, finish popping either one of the circles. And if you want to get, or rather try to get gold, we have to try and pop both these circles at the same time. And of course, we are short by 10 balloons, because why not? But anyway, the next wave is the most fun wave out of them all, because it's kind of like an adventure, if you guys get what I mean. It starts off relatively slow, and then as you go on, the intensity just ramps up. And yes, there's this ice cream right here, and I'm going to touch that soon, once we hit like the main portion of this stage. So let's see what happens if I try to touch one of them. It just freezes the screen, and in that time, you can just move around and pop all the balloons, although yeah, the TurboGrafx really doesn't help matters. And unfortunately, even though, okay, yeah, once you pop all the balloons, it will just instantly unfreeze, so that's nice. Or you could just wait until it unfreezes, either one. Now the thing about this wave is that this sequence of balloons happens like twice, I think. Yeah, it happens twice, so you have a lot of time to get 2,000 pops, and it should be pretty easy to get that, even if you don't have the faster throwing or upgrade. Ooh, and then this arrows as well. This arrow, I'll come back to these arrows later on once we hit stage 3, but man, for these arrows are annoyance. And now we can purchase our faster throwing darts, and it throws faster as one might expect. But the next upgrade is going to be laser vision, and here's the thing, we're not going to get laser vision. I'm going to explain why later on once we're in stage 3, but what we're going to do is save up for this upgrade, which, if I'm not wrong, it costs 14,000 total, because this fella costs 6,000. So let's go ahead and save up 14,000 blobs, and yes, that's a lot, but I think it's worth it for the results that we're going to see. Also, I think before you even go ahead and get any more of those 2 things, we should probably go ahead and grab ourselves some heavy missiles. 2 of them actually. I know we can't afford them just yet, but we should be able to afford them soon. See, what I tell you, it's pretty easy to get gold here in this wave. There's our gold. We can almost afford twin missiles, so let's move on to the next stage, the frozen area. I like to call this area Icy Iceland when I was younger, but yeah, anyway, this stage is the most annoying stage that I've ever played in Bloons Supermonkey. Why? Because when I was younger, for one entire year, whenever I've played this stage, actually let's go ahead and get our Twin Missiles upgrade first. Whenever I played this stage, I'll always just kind of like, I will just die here because to me, the balloons seems like they are coming in from random, well, areas. It's not until 1 to 2 years later when I realized, hey, wait a minute, these aren't randomly shaped balloons, these are arrows, and these arrows tells you where the next balloons are going to head, where the next balloons are going to come from. So for example, this is a forward arrow, meaning it's going to come from in front. A right arrow is going to come to your right. There's another right arrow, and a left arrow, and that's literally all the 3 signs that you need to know in order to beat this stage, this wave. Therefore, this wave is the most annoying wave that I've ever had to deal with, just because I did not realize that these balloons were shaped as an arrow. And yeah, in hindsight, now that I've grown up, it seems pretty obvious, but like, yeah, when I was younger I didn't catch on to that. So yeah, either I was very stupid as a child, or this is just really annoying. Because back then, if I wanted to even try to beat this stage, I had to memorize where the arrows were pointing to, and that's not nice. And of course, this stage ends with a clown smiley face, which is weird to say the least. And yeah, even up to now, I have no idea how one achieves gold in this stage. Like, I'm very close, but I still have no idea how you could even accomplish that. Anyway, on to the next stage, which is basically the same as stage 2 wave 3, which is nice. But yeah, this is kind of like a tutorial slash lead up to the third wave, which is very fascinating indeed. Now you guys see these arrows? This time these arrows will lead to a bunch of red and rainbow balloons that will be on, well, the direction that the arrow was pointing to just now. And I just happened to touch a freeze out, which I did not need, thank you very much. I don't want to see low quality pixelated balloons. But yeah. So what's so special about the third wave that the previous wave is trying to warn us about? Well, we see the same arrows, except this time, it's a lot of red balloons surrounded by ceramics, and that's also the reason why I didn't want to upgrade to Laser Blast. When I was a kid, I didn't want to upgrade this fella to Laser Blast, and well, same thing here. I'm not going to upgrade to Laser Blast because if I do, then all of a sudden, what I'm going to have is just, well, a Supermonkey that can just shoot straight, and that's it. It's not going to be able to pop the red balloons on the side. And sure, you can move your balloons, you can move your mouse a lot, but I don't do that. So what we're going to do instead is just follow the arrows, and that will tell us where these ceramics things are coming from. Now it comes out in waves of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and finally 7. And they'll always start off with the same direction. So left, right, left, right. This is a 5th stage. So if I remember correctly, the pattern is left, right, right, and then left, which is pretty easy to remember. So yeah, if you've forgotten what the arrows are, there you go. With that, we can now actually escape and be able to afford both upgrades. Pretty early, I must add, because usually you unlock twin darts like near the end of this entire run. And now, the next one, Triple Twin, which costs $18,000. It's a lot of money, and we can definitely only afford this in stage 4. But look at this, now we have Laser Monkeys from the Bloons 84 Super Monkey, which is relatively speaking powerful, mainly because it has more peers than its peers. So yeah. I remember back then, after completing the 7 arrow waves, if you want to call them that, I have to deal with this, and I was panicking. I was always panicking because by the time I finish that stage, I always have about like what 2,000 pops, meaning that I couldn't complete the stage, and sometimes I'll die here if I manage to somehow beat wave 3-1. And of course, this wave has to end off with ceramic balloons, which is kind of annoying to deal with. And even if you get the laser blast upgrade, it's still really annoying because lasers will still shoot through these ceramic balloons because they are not clustered tight enough, unfortunately. So that's a shame. But at least you managed to pass this level. Shame we're not going to get gold though. Silver is fine. And then now we have this wave, which if I recall correctly, it should be possible for you to get the 18k blocks that you need in order to get the laser upgrade. which is nice. And this level, if I remember correctly, is time based, so you should be able to pop all the words on screen in time. So I believe the time is about 2 minutes of, it's basically just 2 minutes on this round, if I remember correctly. And within these 2 minutes you should be able to pop all these webs. My highest I think was 7 webs at once before the wave expires. So yeah, and because the webs just injects web balloons every time you try to every time you do damage to it, means that it's very easy for you to get a lot of blocks in this stage as well. So let's see how many blocks we can get. Alright, so we're on our 6th web. We got the high score, aka gold, and we can finally afford triple twin. Now the next upgrade that we have is the Death Ray Vision, which you might think, hey, isn't it the same as the Way of Doom back in Bloons T5/T6? And the answer is you're wrong. Why? Because even though Death Ray is really good at popping balloons because it's basically infinite pierce, it kind of sucks at doing damage to webs. So yeah, that's why I don't really want to get the Death Ray Vision, even though it sounds really cool, it's really not. Also, now we're going to go ahead and get more missiles. And in case you're wondering why I'm not getting Plasma Tentacles, it's because even though they're really cool, they really lag out the game, like until it's unplayable. So no, I'm not going to get them. But anyway, let's see how strong the laser shots is. And now it should be able to pop the webs extremely quickly. Like I know the lag isn't really helping demonstrate my case, but just trust me when I say that it's helping to pop things really quickly. And of course, this wave is the exact same shenanigans as the previous wave, as the same wave in the previous stages, except now they are a lot faster and stronger. Oh yeah, this is the wave where they introduced the Super Monkey Trapper, which is basically like kind of the most annoying thing in Bloons Supermonkey. So what happens is, if you go within these Selmic circles, you just have these bunch of Selmic things, these Selmic balloons just surrounding your entire Super Monkey, which is very annoying. Now thankfully we have the triple laser shot, so this means nothing to us. But if you don't have it, then yeah, you're most likely going to die if you ever get yourself trapped in there. So good luck, Schmuckles, if you ever try to do this without laser shots. And then there's this part, the final part of this stage, which to me always felt like a graduation from, well, Earth, because, well, think about it, the blobs look kind of like confetti, and because they're all wet balloons, you're definitely going to pop all of them and grab all the so-called confetti, aka the blobs. So yeah, that's why I always feel like it's like confetti. It's like a celebration kind of weird vibe. And now, time for monkeys in space. No, not the Bloons T6 banner. It's literally a monkey in space. And I don't know why this is a scene. I don't know what this is supposed to represent. Maybe a spaceship, but yeah, oh my god, I remember this part always lagging a lot, especially on older devices. So yeah, the fact that I got upgraded computer and it's still lagging means that things aren't really going that great, is it? You know what? Since stage 5 is so easy to get gold, let's give ourselves a challenge, and also for the loss, let's go ahead and raise some blobs on the Death Ray Vision also, so you guys can see what it actually does. It's literally just a plasma ray, and look what happens. Oh, okay, I guess I activated another ability by accident. But anyway, Super Bomb aside, this is what the plasma ray does, and as you can see, it's not even that powerful if you compare it to the Bloons T5 Way of Doom equivalent. I mean, look how slow it pops the balloons, relatively speaking. Like, I wouldn't call this a great power, would you? Because I wouldn't. But the best part is that this fella really sucks against Selmix. And like, look, the missiles are the one that's doing the most damage to the Selmix. If it weren't for the missiles, then yeah, this fella will just die on its own. Not die, but rather it sucks against Selmix. And now let's see how he does against a Moab. Terribly slow, that is. If it weren't for the Moab missiles that I bought, we will most likely die to this, which is honestly kind of hilarious, because if we leak a Moab, we kind of die, kind of like the Bloons TE games. And well, look at this. This final stage is now an alien spacecraft that's here to abduct everyone. And honestly, you might think that this is the reason why you might want to get the so-called Plasma Ray of Doom, but honestly,
the triple laser shot is still way better than this. Like, just trust me, it's able to do a lot more damage and pop way more, especially against the cell mix. Like, if I didn't get this Ray of Doom, I could use the triple laser shots to get rid of the alien spaceship, which is the cell mix that you guys see right here, but I guess I can't now.
And there you go, folks. Here is the BFB, the very famous Bloons CD4 BFB, which yeah, this is extremely slow. Like, I have no idea honestly. I'm not slow in terms of like what as in the game is running slowly, slow as in like very slow in terms of popping the BFB. Well, at least you pass this round or this wave, but on the dark side, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to or how we can even pop this BFB at this point. I don't even know if it's possible for us to pop it. Oh, okay, we actually managed to pop the BFB, but honestly that's because it is mostly carried by the Maulers. If you went for the plasma wave, we could have beaten this a lot quicker, but damn, I think he finally beat it, right? And there we go, we win the game with a score of 150,000. Yeah, it's a very low score, I know. Also, I've forgotten that blobs actually do give you double bonus score, so if you save up as much blobs as possible, you could actually get a higher score. I remember my high score was 220k in this game, so yeah, if you guys are interested in playing this game, the Ninja Key Archive is still up on Steam. You guys can go ahead and download it. And it's pretty fun if you try and play this for yourself, so give it a try. And that's it from me for this video, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, leave a comment if you have anything else to add, and I'll see you guys in the next video.